There we are. Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning into my stream. If you are here live for the stream, feel free to drop a message in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're coming here and checking out the stream on archive, welcome. If you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, feel free to drop a like, a comment, and feel free to subscribe. I will be streaming every day from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope that if you like what we do here, then I will see you maybe during the next stream. So, for those of you unfamiliar with what we've got going on here, we are playing through Fallout New Vegas. Easily one of my favorite games of all time, maybe even my favorite game of all time. We had some difficulties yesterday streaming, just because it is New Vegas. The nature of the game, the nature of it being related in any way, shape, or form to Bethesda means that sometimes it's just prone to crash. So, we are going to do our best to work around it. One of the other things that we're going to have to change going forward as well as we are not going to be able to have the radio on, because for that first stream alone, I signed in today for about 8 copyright claims. So we are going to do our best to avoid that situation going forward. But in some positive changes, I've changed some stuff around. You'll notice first and foremost that I am now in the bottom right of the screen. Hello, there I am. It is not exactly the height and peak of what people would consider Vtuber technology, but for the time being at least, I hope it'll suffice. And I've also changed some stuff around, so hopefully my mic quality should sound a little bit better. Hopefully I'm coming through clear, I'm not sounding echoey. If I am, I will continue to make some adjustments, but hopefully as things stand now, I'm hoping that maybe I will sound maybe a little bit better than yesterday. But that's everything we need to get out of the way to start things off. We, if you remember, were just coming into Nipton. And another unfortunate thing that happened when we got caught yesterday with that infinite loading screen, that save was then corrupted. I could not load back into that save again. So I had to load an older save and run my way back into Nipton. So we are right back where we left off. Nothing has changed. We are good to continue meeting them Legion boys. Maybe. Don't tell me we're starting out with a crash. That doesn't fill me with confidence. It's doing something. I don't know if it's doing a good something, but it is doing something. You know, this isn't really looking great. Let's go ahead and let's try this again here. No worries. If there's one thing we are familiar with, it is crashes. But if you were here yesterday, you know that thankfully it doesn't stop the stream when the game crashes. We are still here, we are still rolling. I ask that you bear with me. I will do my best to fight through these crashes every step of the way. Now, let's try this save. This is looking more agreeable. This is not looking more agreeable. Oh, we are truly playing a Bethesda game. Let's see maybe if we can, let's see if we can work with this a little bit here. Oh, goodness gracious. We'll kick things up a little bit here, but we'll bring down the object and tree load distance, see if that's going to do us any favors. Oh boy, this is going to be another Primm situation already, isn't it? Eddie, how do we get into these situations? Let's see if we can at least get in to meet Boxcars. A delightful fellow. He's I know he'll be happy to see us.
Yeah! Who won the lottery?
Oh
I did!
my god.
Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
Are you sure about that? I think the air isn't the greatest, my friend. I think we may in fact be having some bigger problems. We've already gone through this dialogue. We've already killed him. For the sake of continuity, we're going to kill him again. But we are going to get out of here as fast as humanly possible. This is just a horrible time. Everyone, I do apologize for this. This is another... Oh my lord. This is just the nature of the game sometimes. Sometimes it really just doesn't work. Now, he's dead. We're going into third person, and we are going to get out of here. What a nightmare. Compass marker updated. Oh, good lord, please. We're gonna try to run in this building up here and see if maybe loading in and loading out of the area will help the lag a bit, because this is not going to be viable in the long run. Any day now, we will be getting into the Nipton trading post. You know, the lack of a radio really just adds to the quality of the experience, I think. We have no music, no sound. We are just running through hell. Oh, please, God. Hello. Is this how a game works? Is this what video games are supposed to look like? Hello, friend. Would you happen to know?
Are you fucking kidding me? First I get my leg smashed, and then in walks the Powder Ganger's Grim fucking Reaper. What the fuck have you got against us, man?
If I'm being honest...
Jesus fucking Christ. If you want me dead, just give me 15 medics and I'll fucking OD for you, okay? Fuck!
Okay, gotta remember sometimes the sight lines don't exactly add up. There you go, good karma. We did something good today. But how could I forget? We made a plan, we made a commitment. We are going to stick with the boxing gloves. Now, if you're worried about the quest that just failed, it's really no big deal. Boxcars, the delightful gentleman he is, tells us about some of his friends that were taken as slaves that he would ask us to then go and rescue. But we're not exactly on the best of terms with the Powder Gangers, and if I'm being frank, I don't really have any intention of being. Now, for the true challenge, we're going to try to walk back outside. This could go one of two ways. And I see it's going to go this way. So we are going to get through Nipton as fast as possible, just like Primm, because I think once we're outside of the boundaries of the town, we should be okay. Which also means that the plan we had yesterday about giving an explosive greeting to the Legion, we're going to put that on hold. As much as I would like to start off by detonating every Legionnaire here, we clearly do not have the frames to do that right now. We are working with what we have right now. So let's go meet another Foxman, as it were. No relation. I claim no resemblance, no linkage to this Foxman. And as a matter of fact, at the first given opportunity when we have more than 3 frames to spare, I will be killing him.
I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here. Especially any NCR troops you run across.
Sure thing, champ. Oh my god, it's still, even in the menu, it is so hard to move around. We have to get out of here.
Where to begin? That they are weak, and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson. Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
You know, I've heard what I need to. Goodbye.
I think your eyes will see more than I could ever tell you. Take your time. Enjoy the sights.
Buddy, I have seen more than enough of this town. I am leaving immediately. You can thank the good almighty Todd himself that you are going to get to leave here alive, because if I had just a few more frames, I would be ganking every last one of you. But such things will have to wait for another day, because we have to go. This is a nightmare. There is the way out of town. We're running as fast as we can. I do apologize. I know that this is so grating to the eyes. Hopefully, going forward, this won't be anywhere near as much of a problem. At some point, I may try to tool around with the load distance for objects and items to see if that may have some kind of impact on this. For the time being, though, what a horrible, horrible town. Maybe even worse than Primm, if I'm being honest. You know, let's see on our way out of town here if we can do something about this. It seems to be getting at least a little bit better. We'll keep shadow and light fade on the lower end at least. Alright. Please God, let that help at least a little bit going forward. It's worth mentioning. This is about a 14-year-old game now. I know that my computer can run this. I know that I have ran it at perfect speeds. But now that we're streaming, it's just suddenly deciding not to be as agreeable anymore. Which is unfortunate, but again, this is a Bethesda related game. There's only so much we can do. I believe we should be outside of the town limits, which now I'm really curious on why it's still running like this. We may have to... We may have to reload the game here. I don't want to make the entire stream look like this. This is not worth it. So let's take a moment here. I am going to kill the game real quick, and I am going to resurrect it, hopefully in a better state. If the game will let me save. Alright. One moment. We will be right back. I do think it's worth noting as well. This should be quite possibly the only game I am planning on streaming that will have these issues. There's going to be a poll going up probably at some point tonight for the next game that I will be looking to play. If nothing else, maybe even a game that I will start before we finish New Vegas, just to give ourselves a little bit of a break from the raw, unbridled power of 2009. I do have a couple of ideas for games. Maybe Dead Rising. That is one that I would really like to stream at some point. I'd also be open to some suggestions. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Look at this. This is... I don't want to make any assumptions. This may be how the game was meant to look. But, outstanding. Great news, everyone. We are so back. We are here. We are ready to take on the joys and horrors of New Vegas once again. I appreciate all of your patience. I understand that was an unmitigated disaster to look at. Speaking of unmitigated disaster, there we go. Now, these mines about. I have a feeling we may be in some unfriendly company. Call it a hunch. Now, well, I was thinking maybe we'll even be able to sneak our way through it, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So, I'd like to get ahead of this. There we are. Remember, we are making an unarmed run. In which I mean I'm about to get my arms blown off. Unless these hands are stronger than any grenade. Oh, pardon me. She? I'm unsure. This Viper gunslinger is, in defiance of their name. Oh my god. What in the hell was that? Did we hit a landmine? I don't know what just happened. We are going to go ahead and pop a doctor's bag real quick because I'm still needing to run around and punch people. I believe they may have more oh, the bighorn! It's helping me. As a fox, it is recognizing that I'm a friend of the animals and has come to my aid. What a wonderful thing. There's also looking to be another non-hostile over here. Maybe we have some friends out this way. Oh no, a bird. We have a bird out this way. Again, animal friend. They are recognizing my rite of passage as a fox. Yeah, I thought Eddie flew up there and he was taking care of business, but it turned out, no. That was a bighorn that just decided to slam jam that gunslinger just right out of time and space. There's a very real possibility. Okay, I need to see. Can we at least put non-copyright claimable music on? It is on. This is just what we're dealing with right now. Again, I do apologize. I know the silence is perhaps a bit deafening, But I ran the radio for just a little bit yesterday and caught 8 copyright claims, so we will not be putting the radio back on. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a little off the beaten path location. We're coming in here because oh, excuse me, Eddie. There's a unique named weapon in here. 2, there is a gun and some ammo. And, well, 3, sometimes there's some very, very good armor that spawns in this locker. Today, though, we don't seem to be that lucky. We will, however, be taking the chopper, a unique named cleaver, and we're gonna take a little nap. We're gonna get a little bit eepy. We are gonna sleep off all of the explosive damage we just took, and now we are ready for 12 more rounds in the ring. While we are in the neighborhood, though, before we go too far, we're gonna mark a location over here on the map, because we may need to come back here later. Who's to say? Who knows? Now, we have 2 ways that we can go here. Over yonder, that way, is Searchlight. Searchlight is about as irradiated as it can be without the entire city, glowing green. I'm just kidding. If we get closer, the entire town is glowing green, and it is filled to the brim with ghouls. Now, I don't have a whole lot going on in the way of radiation resistance, so we may end up in Searchlight later on in our travels. But for the time being, at least, we are going to stay the course and keep heading towards Novak. Oh? We have some friends up ahead. God willing, maybe they will have a new unarmed weapon for us. 2 traveling merchants.
Need anything?
Lady, you have
Sure.
no
Here's what
idea.
I got.
Please, please, please. Well, shoot. It seems our journey for a new unarmed weapon... Oh, ho, ho, wait a minute. That could be extremely useful, but I don't know if we can scrounge together the caps right now. What if I just sold everything? What if I just sold everything? What if you take that and that? Maybe some of this. Yep. Oh, goodness gracious. We're really going to be, we're going to be pushing our luck a bit here. But if we can get the upgrade for the Power Fist, when we get one later on, it is going to be fantastic. Oh, geez, I don't think we're going to be able to swing it, though. This may be a little beyond our capacity at the time. Listen, I'm going all in. This is going to be an unarmed run no matter what. Take absolutely everything. I am committing to the bit. We also, because I did not put a lot of points into luck, we won't be clearing out the casinos like I normally would do. And frankly, take Chopper. It's unique, it's worth some money. This is going to be unarmed. Now, we'll sell just a little bit extra, so we're not losing all of our caps here. I would like to keep maybe a weapon or 2, just in case, the worst possible scenario happens and I do need those weapons. But the rest of it, take it. Who needs it? Now, we have...
Hey there, need anything?
An upgrade for a weapon that we don't have. We are committing to the bit. Can I just put those chrome tubes, the Power Fist upgrade, into the boxing gloves? I mean, Look at this. These are some powerful fists. Have you seen how many people I've knocked out? How many ants I have punched to death? I would call these hands power fists in their own right. But, for the time being at least, we're going to make do with the boxing gloves. They have served us at least better than I was expecting. We're going to stick with maining unarmed at least. I know I have used guns a couple of times now, usually after the game crashes so I can get back to where I was. But as I said in the first stream, and I will be reiterating now, I want to play this run a little bit differently than I normally would. I've played this game so many times, you know, switching things up keeps the fun, keeps the magic alive. Now, we seem to have some hostiles up ahead. I don't rightly know who we're going to be running into. Normally, these could be legionary assassins, but I don't think we've picked a fight with them yet. Eddie's ready. Oh, more. Oh my god. Do you have no concept of friendly fire? The choices that these mercs are making. Are they even mercs? Maybe that's giving them too much credit. They're just raiders. Did I? No, I need to loot you. There we go. Thank you very much for your time, your limbs, and your caps. Up here is where we're going to meet some of our friends. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not entirely sure who we're going to side with this time. Whether it be... Oh, Lord. Who? Huh? It doesn't seem they're shooting at me. Who are they shooting at? You know what? We're just going to mind our business. Whoever is shooting, whoever is getting shot at, it's not currently our problem. We're just here. We're going to pop in, say hello to the NCR. We already did some work for them down at the Mojave Outpost. Maybe these guys will be happy to see us. Howdy. Yep. Yep. That's how doors work. That's how you open doors. Comm Officer Stepanek.
McCarran doesn't like it when civilians wander into military outposts, so if you're here on business, better make it quick.
I don't know if I'm entirely in love with your tone.
Radio signal out here can be pretty spotty because of all the hills. Sometimes our scheduled updates don't go through. When it happens enough times, they send someone over to check up on us. Lately, we've been getting extra medical supplies for some reason. I'm in no rush to give the supplies back, either.
Oh, really? That's really interesting. These wouldn't happen to be those extra medical supplies, would they? Those extra medical supplies that you don't really need and certainly wouldn't mind if they happen to go missing on their own accord. That's right, you get a good little sleep back there. I am just going to... that's everything. We'll be back at some point, don't you worry. Now, we are going to continue on here. Our next stop is actually dead ahead. We are going to the fine, fine town of Novak. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Yep, that looks like another crash on the board. If someone would like to keep track of these, it may be funny to see how many times we go through crashes with this game. And again, we will be putting up a poll later on what game I will be playing next. Maybe, if things keep going the way that they're going, we might even take a little break from New Vegas in the next couple days to start that new game. So if anyone has any suggestions, if you have any games that you would like to see me play, I am absolutely open to suggestions. I can't guarantee that I will have the games that are suggested. The main one that I've thought about so far is going to be Dead Rising. That may come with its own brand of difficulties, but that is one that I love. Dead Rising. I love all of those games. If you guys have any interest in seeing me play through that, by all means, I would love to. But if we go a different route, if we decide on a different game, I'm also not opposed. You cannot be serious. Did we crash at the title screen? Do I not even get the main menu? Oh my goodness. This is, I'm gonna be honest, this is maybe not going as well as I would have hoped. Once again, I will be closing out of the game. The stream is still going, and if you are still here after, I believe that is now 3 crashes in a half hour, I appreciate it immensely. We are doing our best. We are fighting for our lives, just trying to keep this game running. Now, once more, with feeling, let's go ahead and try our best. Let's see, can we make it to the menu this time? Do I see a menu in our future? Is this... Hey, that looks like a menu to me. Alright. We are going to be starting again from Ranger Station Charlie because the game crashed as I was quick saving. I don't want to take any chances. Oh, please God, thank you. Now, let's keep it going. We're not going to take the train tracks because I believe we could call that last one a train crash. But back to what we were doing. We are heading into Novak, the next town on our journey. We are going to be keeping an eye out for any clues on where Mr. Matthew Perry may have gone. Black Mountain Radio. You're not going to believe this. There won't be any radio. We may head over that way if our travels take us in that direction, but that is considered along a side quest. And the way things are going, I will be truly astounded if we can get through the main quest line. As it stands, we may even be putting off the plans to run through a DLC. Oh no. Oh, Novak, please no. Don't do this. Novak, not you too. Please. Oh God. We need to get into Novak. But as I'm sure you can see, the game is once again struggling with all of its might. We're gonna look this way. We are going to check... Oh God, please. Let's kick the textures down. Let's kick our load down. Kick the specularity, the light fade, the shadow fade, the grass fade, everything. We are kicking it down. The only thing I want to leave is the actor load in. Because that is the only way we're going to be able to see some of the people that are going to try to kill us. Now, I'm going to look at the town of Novak again, and God willing, it will not reduce my computer to a sack of mashed potatoes. Moment of truth. Oh, it's tater time. Alright, we're going in, we're turning around, we are getting right back out. We are not going to dilly-dally in Novak by any means. There were some quests that I was going to try to do while we were here. Not happening. Uh-oh? Maybe? Maybe? Howdy, fellas. Do you have any more frames in stock? Okay, please. We're not going to be here long. Just a little bit further. We're so close. I'm here for just a couple of things. Todd, I ask for your blessing in this time of need. Let me grab what I need and I will never return here. I will never challenge your might as I oh, please. Please, we're almost there. Oh, thank you. Now, we need just a few things while we're here. One of those things may be that book that he is currently sleeping on, but that is not the priority.
Welcome.
Howdy.
We haven't met yet. You must...
What do you do here, Andy? You know what? Did you do something to your leg? I could just tell from the way that you stood up. You got a gimp leg, don't you?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten. A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet.
This sounds like a great story to tell on stream, Andy. What happens next?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel. Just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
Oh, shit.
Look out for yourself.
Listen, Andy, that's really fascinating. Do I have anything that might make it more fascinating? To barter, I need meeting people. That is the magazine that could give me more speech. Do I have any clothes that perhaps might give me a bit more speech? I did, but I sold them like a total buffoon. Oh, golly. We have put ourselves in a predicament. But there is a quest we can do here right now. We just have to make our way through the frame rate. If we can just make it a little bit further, I can get the experience, I can level up, and I can get what I need to get that skill check for Ranger Andy done. Because if we're going to make this an unarmed run, I'm going to need to pass that skill check with him. First things first, behold, one of the only stores that is this easy to steal from. We will lose a little bit of karma. I don't particularly care. That's neither here nor there. But this is one of the only stores that has a named weapon just laying around available to steal. It is in the closet full of 100 different rocket ships. It is called That Gun. And for those of you unfamiliar, That gun is a Blade Runner reference. It is based off of Deckard's gun from the movie that he uses to retire replicants. I don't know how many people we have here. In general, if I'm being honest, I don't have the stream statistics pulled up at the moment, but I don't know how many people we have here who have any interest in Blade Runner, but personally, I love the movie. I love both of them. I think it is fantastic, and if you haven't ever watched it, I would totally recommend it. It is an amazing sci-fi movie. It's an amazing movie overall. We're going to take one of those Dinky the T-Rex souvenirs just for a souvenir. But I believe that's everything not currently nailed down in the shop. Let's go meet some new people, maybe find ourselves a quest to do.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want? Yeah, I guess maybe I am. But not like you. Huh. Maybe it should have been you I was expecting all along. Why are you here?
Mostly to punch stuff. I want to meet new people. I like being friendly.
I think you better leave.
I don't think you like being friendly. I'm just making friendly conversation. What did I tell you?
I don't have friends here.
Listen, Shadow the Hedgehog, lighten the fuck up.
No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
See? That's all I'm asking.
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start. I said it was a start. This town, nobody looks me straight in the eye anymore.
I mean, you're wearing sunglasses. It might be a little hard to see the eyes.
I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who. My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
You know, I think I can do that.
Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal, so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself. Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. Or the Legion will be after me next.
So, speaking
Yeah.
of Blade Runner, it's worth mentioning the name of this quest, One for My Baby, is a fantastic Frank Sinatra song. And the song is featured in Blade Runner 2049, the sequel to Blade Runner. Again, if you have any interest in sci-fi, futuristic movies, anything of that sort, cyberpunk dystopias, Blade Runner is going to be the movie to check out. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Also, yep, Boone is about as bald as you can get in this game. It's something magic. Oh gosh, I'm now regretting not putting more points maybe into lockpicking. We have a oh gosh, we have run into a predicament. I don't have enough speech to get what I need from Ranger Andy. I do not have enough lockpicking points to get what I need for Boone, to get the experience to get what I need from Ranger Andy. We have maybe found ourselves in a predicament. But I said this is one of my favorite games of all time, which means I know just about every workaround that I could possibly know. Which means we're going to go do a different job. Now, turns out, we're just going to see ourselves right on out of town. Because there's work down the road a ways. And we get to beat the shit out of some Roman LARPers while we're at it. As you can see, our friend back there, Boone Squad, has been performing his job admirably, exploding the heads of any raiders who get a little too close to this delightful little hamlet. Repcon would take a bit, and would have us going back to Novak more times than I would care to with how the frame rate has been going. And also, if you want a good example of Boone's reliability, all of these guys were killed by him, including the game. Believe it or not, Boone actually just sniped the game. The frames were running too well. It got suspicious. Boone blasted our brains all over the road. So let's load back in and try it again. What is that up to? 4 crashes in an hour? 5? We're doing our best. I swear we are doing our best. I appreciate, again, anyone who is staying with us, who is still being patient with the stream. We are fighting for every inch with this game, and I do intend to beat it, however long that may take. But once again, we will be considering new games to stream. See, you can't... I'm familiar with your game, Boone. I quick saved right before I crossed the bridge. You cannot stop me. Now, we're going to quick save across the bridge because we may be going into uncharted territory here. It is charted, I just don't know how well the frames are going to be agreeable with us. But, up ahead here, we have maybe a job to do that should, in theory... Oh yeah, look at that, we are so close to leveling up again. If I can level up just once, I should have enough points to put into both lockpick and speech to take care of what we need to take care of in Novak. And then, ideally, we won't be coming back again. Oh gosh, I'm already thinking about how the frames are going to handle being in New Vegas. But that's going to be a problem for later on. Maybe later on tonight even. I think before the end of this stream we should be reaching New Vegas.
Hold up there. This area is locked down by the NCR military until we can dislodge some Legion snakes from Nelson.
The name's Fennex no Mai. Don't call me the courier. Doc Mitchell was telling everyone that that is my name. He was wrong.
My apologies, but that name and face ain't ringing the old school bell upstairs. Afraid I can't let you through until the situation is resolved.
What if I help you?
Hey, hold on. Either that little head of yours is gonna sail into the... And if I find out you're friends with the Legion, I'll put a... Much obliged.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, what if I do some drugs right in front of you and maybe put on a different outfit? Would that change your mind?
Howdy. What's the word?
Do you see this Sheriff Duster? You can trust me with anything.
Maybe. I'd like to know who I'm dealing with first.
Buddy, clean the potatoes out of your ears. I am the one and only heavyweight foxing champion of the Mojave, Fennex no Mai.
My apologies, but that name and face ain't...
Yes. Oh, come on! Yes, 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 I understand. But what if I drink some alcohol? Then how would you feel?
Howdy. What's the word?
Anything I can do to help?
Maybe. I'd like to know who I'm dealing with first.
Say it with me now. Fennex no Mai.
My apologies.
But you can trust me. I am... What did I drink? Scotch? Vodka? I've drank a bottle of some unknown substance that I found rolling around like the Chef Boyardee can in the wasteland sand. I took some questionable drugs that I got somewhere, possibly off of a dead raider, and I'm wearing the freshest Sheriff Duster you are going to see in your miserable excuse for a life, Ranger. Now, I'll lend a hand.
Fair enough. It's not like any of the troopers around here are jumping up to volunteer. If you had a few dozen doses of Psycho on you, maybe we could pep those weepy troopers into charging down into Nelson and taking back the camp. But since that's not likely, you could help me take out the Legion's trooper hostages.
Dude, listen, I could get that much Psycho. Give me, like, 20 minutes, I could definitely get that much Psycho. But put me in, coach.
We clear out the hostages.
They don't call me Mr. Golden Gloves for nothing.
Clearing, crucified on some telephone poles. I'll cover you from the ridge. Just make it quick. These boys should be put out of their misery, not plinked to death with some old varmint rifle.
Oh, don't you worry, mister.
Dreamy notions about playing the hero and dragging these boys out. You'll get swarmed. Now, let's go.
Oh, I'm not taking a varmint rifle down there. I'm taking these hands and nothing else. Let the Legion do their best. I am a force of nature. I am a force to be reckoned with. I am the Golden Glove champion. Are they not hostile to me? Yeah, you do your thing, Ranger. I'll be right back. Oh no. The Legion has a weapon that I truly couldn't have anticipated. They've weaponized the frame rate against me. Now, again, maybe we won't side with the NCR, but we're not siding with these Legion fellas. We're going to get the boys back home, and we are going to knock out anyone who stands in our way. Ain't that right, Eddie? Eddie, can you do something about the frame rate for just a moment? I'm doing my best here. All right. Yep, there we go. All of the soldier... Oh, my arm. The soldiers are freed. The frame rate is dipping. We are going to have to shoot our way out. And by shoot, I mean shoot with our fists. I should probably put on... There's no damage resistance with the Sheriff's Duster. There is with the lightweight leather armor, which means we have our walking shoes on now. A shotgun and all that armor isn't going to stop these hands. Yep. Oh, did I... Alright, the dog's down. Eddie, my boy, I had it handled. I appreciate the backup. The frames were jumping me. I almost didn't feel in control of the situation. I still was. But it could have gotten a bit dicey if Eddie hadn't stepped in. Oh, come on. We are 6 crashes deep, I believe. Let's take a moment here before I open the game back up and we continue to try our best. Let's take a moment and do a poll real quick on what game we would like to see streamed next / concurrently with New Vegas. Now, the first one I'm going to throw on the suggestion board, as I've mentioned, is going to be Dead Rising. That's a game that I do definitely want to stream at some point. Maybe not right now, but I am certainly open to it. So we have Dead Rising. I'll throw Doom 2016 into the mix. Let's see what else we have to look at here. I'd like to have at least 4 options on the board. So that's Dead Rising, Doom, Hades. I will put Hades on. I believe that could be a fun time. And for a 4th game, how about Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance? So that is Dead Rising, Doom, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and Hades. If any of those sound appealing, I would be more than happy to play them on stream. But also, if there are any other suggestions, I I would certainly not be opposed to checking out maybe some other options. You know what? Let's put Resident Evil 4 on the board as well. I don't know if anyone would have any interest in seeing that. I think it could be a fun time. And, you know, while we're here, while I'm looking at it, Sonic Generations. Let's throw in another one that may be a little different, just to mix things up. With that, I'm going to open New Vegas again. We will have our options on the board here. Honestly, I'd like to play through maybe a few of the different Sonic games at some point. I really do enjoy them. I think they would be a lot of fun to stream, a lot of fun to play through again. I haven't played some of them in a while now. But, with that, back into New Vegas. We have more Legionnaires to punch to death. If Eddie decides he wants to help out, then I suppose I'll let him. Oh, we're right into it. Right into the action. This is what I like to see. Now, let's punch out the soldiers with guns first, and now we will focus on Dead Sea, one of the only named Legionnaires that we will be encountering. Oh, he's cutting me up. But Eddie, clutch as ever. Atta boy. Now, he should have a named weapon. We are going to be selling you know what? I'm going to loot everything off of them. We're going to sell pretty much all of this. This is all going towards our next upgrade for our unarmed weapons. Because once we get a little closer to New Vegas, we will finally be able to upgrade to the next evolution of unarmed weaponry. But first, let's go get our reward from Ranger Milo, who told us to kill his soldiers instead of saving them. That's great, buddy. You're awfully cheery for someone who was just uncrucified. You know, actually, saying that out loud, I suppose that's a reason to be cheery, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to loot this guy, too. Everything is funds for the old Punch War campaign. We are going to be putting the pain into campaign. Okay, we are now too heavy. We have too much pain. Oh, golly. Let's use a doctor's bag. Let's eat some carrots and potatoes. Wow, you guys just had so much stuff on you. Do you keep all of this on you regularly? Damn, bitch, do you live like this? Either way, we got what we needed. Let's get our reward and make our way back to Novak.
What's the word?
What do you mean, what's the word? Did you not see the extreme act of heroism that I just committed in front of your very eyes?
I have to admit, I didn't think you could do it. Guess that makes me the sap and you the hero.
You're not wrong.
Prize to pay for contract work, but here's something for the effort, and I'll make sure everyone hears about what you did. Thanks.
That's great, buddy. I would have preferred to get paid. I don't really care what you and your friends think about me, but I will take it. Now, lockpick. Speech. Oh boy. You know what? We can get 5 points of speech. If we put on the sheriff duster, if we drink some alcohol, and we take mentats, just like we did when we talked to Ranger Milo. So that means we get to have it both ways. We will be able to get what we need from Ranger Milo, and we will be able to pick the lock and get what Boone needs for his quest. So, what time is it right about now? It is 3 in the morning. We have time to go back and finish Boone's quest before the sun comes up and he's not on shift anymore. So, why don't we go take care of that first thing? Now, I do feel a little guilty. I said that this is going to be an unarmed run, and I do intend to stick to that. But until we get a more viable weapon, as I'm sure some of you may have noticed, Eddie is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I don't want to rely on companions for the entire run because that feels kind of cheap, I think. So, for one, what Andy is going to give us is going to be phenomenally helpful in our ambitions to be the world heavyweight foxing champion recognized by all factions. But we're going to need a better weapon than the boxing gloves. I know conceptually that's something hard to imagine, something that works better than the golden gloves of the wasteland. But, believe it or not, oh, come on. I thought they might at least hold on until after we talked to Ranger Andy. I thought the frames might have been able to hold on too. Clearly, I was mistaken. Let's go ahead. We're going to have another one of these. We're going to save the Mentats just in case they wear off. But, at least for the time being, we are going to continue to try to run our way through the lack of frames of Novak. We are almost done here. Please bear with me. I'm speaking both to those of you watching as well as the game. I beg of you, bear with me. We're almost out of here. And then, ideally, we shouldn't have to come back. Whether or not that is true is going to maybe remain to be seen. But at the very least, we're going to do our best to not have to come back. Also, would you happen to have a better unarmed weapon? Are you the merchant, I believe? You're the mercenary, which means you are the merchant. You are also a mercenary. Everyone's mercenaries. I'm mercenaries. You're mercenaries. You back there, you're a merchant.
Hey there.
More than you know. Oh my god, you're the same merchant from before. Alright. Well, it can't be helped. At the very least, we have some... I almost jinxed it. I saw the frame rate dip right as I was about to mention that we had some frames going for us. But now, we are going to break into here, and we are going to get the bill of sale. The bill of sale is a bunch of legal jargon from the Legion saying that, basically, in no uncertain terms, Jeannie Mae Crawford, who is the old librarian woman who owns this motel, she's the one who sold Boone's wife. Jeannie! Hey!
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town
Speak
take care
of the slave trader. Golly! Come with me, Jeannie. You're not gonna believe what's out front of the dinosaur.
Okay, if that's what you think.
Oh, Jeannie, my lady, my doll, my peach. I do think that. You are going to love what you have to see out here. Now, you remember what our good buddy Boone told us. We come out front here. We put on his neat little hat, which we're going to wait until Jeannie decides to catch up. She's old, she's decrepit, she's a bitch. She's going to take her time. She's got a little pep in her step. Now, there you are, Miss Ma'am. Beautiful. Now, don't you move. Boone. Smile for the camera. There she goes. Get her out of here. Oh, I gotta say, this beret looks more than a little bit fresh. It really blends with the hair. I look good. I look like... You know, I might keep the beret, actually. I do love the sheriff look. Oh, hello, everyone. You look awfully, armed. Is something the matter? Did somebody's head just explode like 20 feet away? I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't out there. You cannot prove anything legally.
That's it then. How did you know? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here. No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened.
Now, again, I'm not intending to keep companions for this entire run, but until I unlock the permanent safe house that we're going to be using, I think I may have Boone travel with us. Now, that might be a little too much cheese for some people's taste. I do apologize. But again, until I have a more viable weapon, I am just going to keep using the boxing gloves. So Eddie and Boone would offer some ranged alternatives. And another fun thing about Boone is that he goes hostile to Legionnaires on sight. Which means, if at some point in the near future we decided that we were going to lay waste to maybe an entire camp of legionaries, Boone is the man to bring for the job, especially since we're going to be fighting them all with our fists. So, let's go ahead and see what Boone's doing for the time being.
I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander, like you.
Let's go get him, champ.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, yes, 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 I do. Finally, my intelligence comes into play.
Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well.
Sure it will.
Let's get out of here.
Boone, you are nothing if not an eternal optimist. Also, you son of a bitch, give me your head. Oh, you did. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, Boone. I didn't mean to raise my tone. You're a muffin. I adore you. Let's get going. Now, let's go ahead and quick save, because we are going to talk to Ranger Andy, and then we are going to ski-daddle. We are not sticking around in Novak with the way these frames are going. We are going to go, hopefully, to bluer skies and greener pastures. Did I say we're going somewhere better? I meant we're going to a better place. We're going to die once again. Back in, stream still going, game is reloading, we're getting back to it. Is everyone enjoying these loading screens? Like, I enjoy the aesthetic of them. You gotta learn to appreciate something when you gotta see the same ones at least 100 times. I really do wonder if streaming this is making it more volatile than it would be normally. I swear I don't usually have this many crashes with the game. Speaking of, we have already crashed again. It just be like that sometimes. So I'm going to kill the game once again. We're going to restart it. We're getting there. Everyone that is here, thank you so much. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you putting up with these crashes. We're doing our best. And we're going to finally get out of Novak. I don't know if Novak is just a cursed place. Maybe Boone was just so excited to leave that, you know, he got too powerful, too antsy, crashed the game without even realizing it. Just to play it safe, we're going to reload from our quick save inside the Dino D-Light. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to get to Andy. We're going to get what we need from him. We are leaving. Oh my god, did the frames somehow get worse this time around? Oh, Boone, give me strength. We are fighting for our very lives as we know it. Okay, come on. I'm only at Cliff Briscoe's bungalow. I'm moving so slow. Oh my lord. Come on, get in there. Ranger Andy, knock knock. Open up, please. Alright. Oh, so many frames. I've never been so happy to see so many frames. Now, time to get absolutely trashed, crossfaded. I'm going to put on the Sheriff Duster. Andy, I think you have something for me.
What's new?
Your body's injured, not your... Listen, I know I've been gone for like 3 hours. My gloves are covered in legionary blood. But I'm coming back here to motivate you. I've learned how to inspire you. You are a useful element, Andy. Please.
People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times. Maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
Now. Oh ho 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 ho. Now, baby, we are cooking with gasoline. And we're also going to steal that because that's going to give us some extra points for our medicine skill. Just because Andy gave us something that we need doesn't mean that he is above and beyond us stealing from him. Sorry, pal. Everybody's got to pay the toll. And we are also paying the toll to Todd himself by paying any, not even excess frames, necessary frames, I think it is more apt to describe them as. But it's time. We are getting out of Novak. We are never coming back here. To hell with this place. Now, one step at a time. We are moving at lightning pace. But as soon as we hit the town line, as it were, we should be in the clear. It seems like for the most part, the frames don't affect us as badly out in the wasteland. I think because there are so many actors to load in the town, it becomes a bit more difficult. Speaking of, maybe just to see if it gives us a bit of a boost, I'm going to lower the actor. Oh my god, why is everything back to max? No, no, no. 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 Oh geez, I think I found our problem. We'll keep actor fade a little bit higher. We're going to turn texture fade down, or texture quality down, I should say. Now, once everything loads in fresh, hopefully we'll pick up some speed. God, this is a nightmare. We're almost... Once we get past that shack there, we should be in the clear. I don't know if I would bet money on that, because as always, this is a Bethesda game. It's an Obsidian game, first and foremost, which is personally why I enjoy the writing in it so much. But Bethesda is still associated. Oh my god. I think it's worth bringing up once again as we stare into the depths of the Mojave Wasteland and into the depths of the human condition. What game would you all like to see next? Maybe something that isn't just a bunch of loose, scattered spaghetti code in a trench coat, or a sheriff's duster even. I'm seeing Dead Rising. I would absolutely love to do that. How is everyone else feeling? What game would you like to see up next? And even if there are a few of the suggestions that you guys like, I would be more than happy to maybe start a lineup of games. We can expand our horizons, expand our audience maybe even a bit. Oh my god. Maybe even expand our frame rate, most of all. That is what I'm really hoping for. Oh god, we may have to close out the game and load in fresh once again. I'm so sorry. I appreciate all of you being so patient with me, but this is not worth streaming. This is not worth making any of you sit through. I'm going to close out real quick and try changing the settings from the launch menu, and I'm going to reopen the game and see if that helps at all. I appreciate, as always, everyone's patience. I know this is rough. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to change just a little bit here. I'm going through the settings and turning them down a bit. I don't know why, but just something about trying to run with the streaming software is pushing New Vegas to its limits. Now, the settings are turned down. Hopefully our frame rate will be turned up. Let's give it another shot. I see we have 6 people here. Thank you all so much again. Your patience is greatly appreciated. I promise not every stream is going to look like this. The Dark Pictures Anthology. So no, I haven't. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at this. We are so back. Oh, yes. Now, the quality of the textures, the quality of the graphics may be a little lower than they were. I'm sorry, but look at this frame rate. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it beautiful? Oh, and now that the frames are back up, our walking speed has to turn back down. Let's see if we can maybe, let's lighten our load just a little bit. Eat some corn, eat some pinion nuts, some whiskey. Yeah, my god. You know what? I'm dropping this. I'm dropping this. We're good. We're moving. We are carrying on. But about the Dark Pictures Anthology, I haven't played any of them. I don't actually own any of them on PC. But I did play Until Dawn. I'm not big on horror games. I am someone who perhaps gets very easily spooked. Are you kidding me? This time, not only did we crash, we had a Microsoft Visual C++ runtime library error pop up. Oh god. But we're not giving up. We're still in the fight. Give me maybe one moment here. I'm going to try one more thing, and then I'm going to relaunch the game. We're not done yet. Out of the list, Sonic sounds cool. Okay. So, I'm thinking next, maybe Sonic or Dead Rising. But, Spyro, I could do the original. I believe I have the original accessible. I've never actually played through the original Spyro. So that might actually be a lot of fun to do. That may be a little later down the line, just because I would have to figure out how to get that up and running with the streaming software. But Spyro is definitely on the table. Now, I'm going to go through real quick and just change a couple of settings with New Vegas before we relaunch it. So, I actually had a couple of things running through Vortex with New Vegas that were supposed to make the game run better. Clearly, those things are not doing their job. So, I'm going to just remove them entirely. If you're not going to do what I need you to do, you may as well get out of here. Now, we are going to launch New Vegas fresh. We are going to hopefully run a bit better now without any of those things interfering. I'm going to run through here, make sure we have everything disabled except what comes with the base game. So, we are going to set our graphics here one more time. Turn off HDR because that's its own set of hassles, and we are relaunching the game. The stream continues. I understand you are just looking at me on a blank screen. I do apologize for that. But we are launching the game once more. We are going to load. It may give us a little warning message. Yep. It does not matter. Get that stuff out of here. It's not helping us. It's not working for us. Already? Wow. Yep, and this again, just get rid of this crap. I do not care. Drink a couple of beers. Yep, we are back in it. But look at this. I think it's actually loading better now. I don't know why. I don't know how. Everything that I had running was specifically meant to make the game run better. Oh my god, Boone, I forgot you were with us. You scared me. But knock on wood, everyone. I think going forward we may actually be running a bit better without the stuff that was going to make the game run better. Funny how that works, right? But we're going to put our lightweight leather armor back on, and I think we are in business. Now, the next stop on our journey isn't going to be for a little bit. We do have a ways to go here. But things are loading in. Our frames are looking... Oh my god. Fellas. Here I was about... I was going to be optimistic. Stop exploding. Maybe 2 companions might be it might be a bit too much. We will get that sorted. Like I said, at the very least, we are going to keep both of our companions with us until we unlock our permanent safe house. And then we're just going to let them hang out there. We're going to send any and all new companions to the clubhouse. And we are probably going to run most of the game solo. Simply because, as I'm sure you can see, they make things a bit too easy for my taste. I don't think anybody wants that. Which would be better, actually? We have... Oh, well, we can't repair that one, so we're going to keep the armor that we've got on. Now, we are going to keep on moving down the road a ways, but our next stop is going to be in Boulder City. Nothing we really need here. There is actually someone up here that if we ever decide that we want to maybe put a little extra time in the game, do some side quests, he will be someone who becomes relevant later on. But for the most part, we're just going to have a nice little jog. we could actually mark that location there on our map if we would like to. And if we find any more merchants, I'm praying to God that maybe one of them will have a power fist for sale. Here's this guy. Not of any importance at the moment.
As an example, we'll bleed the ground red with anyone who opposes our peace efforts.
Of all the times I've played this game, I have never in my life heard this man say that. I didn't even realize he had any affiliation with the NCR. Mister, I'm a little frightened. I'm gonna keep on moving. Don't mind me. But up ahead here, we are going to be running into a trading outpost, as well as that billboard that just loaded in. Boulder City is our next destination after that. We could take a detour here. We could do a little cheesing, but again, I don't want to do that. I want to do this run proper as it was meant to. Which I say realizing I did skip one thing. Boone said that he's only on guard duty for the night shift. We were supposed to talk to the guy on day shift. I totally forgot because I was trying to get us out of Novak as fast as possible. I hope you guys can give me a mulligan on that one.
188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
I don't think what you're selling sounds legal. Maybe not. But you also don't have a power fist, so you are wasting my time. That's a nice power fist you got there that I can't steal from you. Yep. I think I'm just gonna make my way on over here. There is something here we need. Namely, the star bottle cap. Speaking of, the true villain of the game hasn't appeared yet, and it's making me a little wary. But we won't worry about that until it happens. Right now, we are just going to keep on trucking over to Boulder City, which is the next stop on the map for us. There it is, I believe. So not too far of a ways to go. And if we run into anyone, I think Boone and Eddie will probably take care of business before I even realize they're in the same area code as us. I apologize again. I do know that the silence can be a little bit overwhelming at some points here, but we had to let go of the radio. I played it yesterday during our first stream and got a slew of copyright claims for that video. Which, the video is okay. The archive stream will still be accessible. I had to mute a couple of sections in it, so if you rewatch it or go back and watch it for the first time, you will notice that some moments in the video are completely silent. That is to avoid those copyright claims. I do apologize again. Now, we...
I had a first recon guy looking after me.
I couldn't help myself. For those of you unfamiliar, Private Kowalski exists solely to defend that war memorial back there. And if you happen to shoot or damage the war memorial, he will quite literally chase you to the ends of the earth to scold you for it.
What the fuck are you doing? My brother died at the Battle of Hoover Dam. You're desecrating a war memorial.
You know, I don't think we can talk our way out of this one. So at the very least, we may as well commit to the bit.
Oh, now it's on.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. What have we done? I did that for the funny. But we may have now just made enemies with the NCR. You know?
Look, I know the NCR has problems, but... You're right. You won't.
Sorry, Boone. Are we okay? Are we alright? We're just gonna overlook that little infraction? I don't want to save scum it, but I wasn't expecting the other NCR guy to attack us. You know, we might reload, just because that could actually make some big problems for us down the line. I know that's a little save scummy. At the very least, I thought it was funny. We won't do that again. We had our fun. We beat Kowalski to death. Boone had a word with us. We thought about our actions and we are now reflecting on them. We've learned from our previous mistakes. Let's say that. Let's forget this ever happened. We may find ourselves at odds with the NCR later down the line, but if doing that now would make more problems than I am ready to take on at the moment. Kowalski, you have your war memorial. You have your fun. I won't do anything as heinous as punching it and damaging the stone. I know, that's my own fault. I forgot.
Hey there.
My hands are too strong. How could I forget? Being the heavyweight foxing champion of the Mojave Wasteland comes with a lot of burden and a lot of responsibility. I very well may have punched that memorial in half. I didn't even notice. That's on me. I'll own up to that. Now, we have a job to do, which we could not have done before.
With some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down the ruins until it's been resolved. One of my patrols was on its way back from Novak when it came under fire from the Great Khans. They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the Khans into the ruins where they were caught in a crossfire. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The Khans have Private Ackerman and Private Gilbert as hostages. Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are, but considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack, alright. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to the Great Khans. Their leader is a man named Jessup. If we hear shooting, we'll be coming in, but it'll probably be too late for you.
You know, clearly you don't understand who I am, because I'm not worried about it.
Good luck.
Do you not see the crew I'm bringing in with me? Do you not see that I am the Golden Gloves champ? I'm not worried about it, and frankly, you shouldn't be either. I am maybe a little worried about it, actually. There is a skill check coming up that I don't know if I'm going to have the points to pass. So let's maybe change our outfit. Let's get some charisma. Let's do some more drugs. Oh, well... the burden of greatness.
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead.
Ring-a-ding-ding, buddy.
Alright, quit fucking around. You survived and you tracked us down. What now?
I either turn you into a pile of tomato sauce in the corner, or you help me find Matthew Perry.
Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now, laughing at me. What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, nobody gets hurt.
Shit.
We'd try to bribe our way out, but seeing as how Benny didn't pay us yet, that won't happen. And face NCR justice? No thanks. I'd rather not spend the next 10 years doing hard labor. Fine.
You know,
Yeah, go on.
this... Do I put the points in speech and save the cons? Well, shoot. I'd really rather not waste all the cons here, because part of the unarmed run is going to have me trying to make friends with them. I don't want to waste all of the skill points on speech right now, but it may be for the best. At the very least, this is going to benefit us right now. I'll put that extra point into repair. What do we have to look at here? Bloody mess. So it turns out YouTube isn't exactly very fond of the gore that comes along with bloody mess. Otherwise, I would be taking that in a heartbeat. None of our options are really great here, if I'm being 100% with you all. You know what? Let's go ahead and take some extra damage resistance. We're going to be flying solo after we get to New Vegas and drop off the boys. So I'm going to take that for our future endeavors.
Still going on.
Yes, free the hostages and you leave here alive.
I can't believe I'm doing this. But alright, the hostages can go. The NCR had better keep their end of the deal, though.
Buddy.
Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him.
I can't make any promises that things are going to work out here. But at the very least,
Go on.
I became a lot more persuasive. So maybe if you'll listen to me, the NCR will listen to me as well. Let's find out together, shall we? Oh, fellas. You're not going to believe who did all your work for you. You. We gotta talk shop, bub.
I'm glad you were able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got orders to take out the Great Khans, hostages or not.
Oh, NCR diplomacy. If there's one thing worth knowing about the NCR, it's that they will not hesitate to take any opportunity to murder tribals and civilians.
My hands are tied. I can't go against orders, can I? You're right. The Great Khans are free to go.
Good. And that puts us in the Great Khan's good graces for later on. Remember, just like, oh hey, another level up. BEA, beautiful, baby. Let's go ahead and put these points into unarmed. We will definitely be needing them very, very soon. But now, we are going to continue heading on. We can probably head straight to New Vegas, I think. So, we have a bit of a walk ahead of us, if I'm being honest. Nothing too terrible. It is going to be a bit of a journey to get there. Once we get to New Vegas, we are going to have to figure something out to get onto the Strip. I do have a couple of ideas in mind that I will be able to put into play once we get there. I also will be heading out back to the Mojave Outpost at some point to turn in the quests that I did for Ranger Ghost and Ranger Jackson. At the very least, until we decide who we're going to be siding with for this run, it may be in our best interest to stay in the good graces of as many people as we can, including the NCR. Now, we could take a detour or two. I don't want to spend too much time working on side quests, especially since at any given time the game could turn its back on us and start dropping frames again. I think now that I took out the mods that were supposed to be stabilizing the game, funny how that works, right? Now that I took out some of those mods, we seem to be running So much better than we were before. Oh, we have a non-hostile over this way. I don't know, maybe we'll have a friend. Deserted shack. What do we have out here? A whole heaping helping of nothing. Wonderful.
Fancy meeting you.
Jesus Christ, Victor. Where the hell did you come from?
Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all.
You and me both, bub.
Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me.
I won't even ask you what that means.
Yep. This is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
Are you hitting on me? Are you flirting with me? Are you threatening me? I'll catch you later, Victor.
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
Are you flirting with me? Victor...
You've done a good turn for the
Jesus
NCR.
Christ!
I would like to do one for you. Here's an NCR emergency two-way radio. You call, and we'll come running.
Anybody else?
You're not alone out here. The
But
NCR
clearly!
back. Stay safe and good hunting.
Anyone else? Anyone else want to make themselves known? Boone, if you see anybody approaching us, shoot them on sight. I got... Victor scared the hell out of me. And I thought it was over. And then here comes the NCR Ranger for a second helping. Whew. I gotta be on my toes. I don't know who else is gonna be coming out of the woodwork. The one person I've been expecting to jump scare us, still hasn't. Some big horners. We are gonna leave them be. We won't be picking fights with the wildlife if we can help it. As I've mentioned before, foxes are friends of nature, and we won't go disturbing the peace unless absolutely necessary. We are going to make a quick detour over here to mark this on our map. Not just Lake Las Vegas, but also this big boy building right over here. If we'd like, we can help out some of the NCR troops. You know what? We're here. We could maybe do with some extra experience.
The army or the Rangers. What can I do for you?
Ah, yes, Tenya Ida, my favorite New Vegas character. How can I help you?
In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me.
Listen, Dork Dingus, you can keep blowing smoke up your ass or you can tell me what I need.
I suppose if you must stick with your narrow, parochial view of in charge, then yes, it's a no.
God, I hope so. You know what?
I somehow suspect you'll be back to converse with me later.
I will, but not willingly. So, the story here is that some of these guys in the camp are just complete fuck-ups. We're here to fix that for them.
Oh, hell. What is it now? Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else. Thanks. I only wish some of the soldiers under my command would share some of it. Disappointed. We call them the Misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter. You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
Oh, I'll find a way.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, you have so many magazines here, and I would very much like to steal all of them, but I imagine none of you would be too agreeable about that. Oh well, later problem for a later date. Oh, Hanrahan. Poindexter, Mags. That's Raz. Is that Mags? I think that's Mags. There you are, Mags.
Hell of a battle at Nelson. I'm impressed our troops survived.
Yeah, because I did everything.
He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching radroaches to march in formation.
Probably be more useful than you clowns anyways.
Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though. Okay, I'll be here if you come to your senses.
Uh-huh.
What you want, Holmes? Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice. Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement.
The NCR...
Whatever.
I don't want to get into my ideas about who's best for New Vegas. I know a lot of people kind of default to siding with the NCR because, one, they represent modern Americana, and two, they're more or less the default de facto good guys compared to the Legion. There's so much shit going on under the hood with the NCR that I never really feel too inclined to side with them in the end game. I'm not opposed to helping them out along the way. I don't feel great about handing them New Vegas on a platter.
Howdy, great to see you. To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness. That's right. Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other. That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen.
Buddy.
Okay.
You and me both.
They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life.
He's a raider.
Toodaloo.
We have our work cut out for us here.
You've done an excellent job ingratiating yourself to the top brass. I assume this is some sort of stratagem? And what do you propose?
You stop using so many syllables. You sound like an asshole.
An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere.
Can I convince you to be nice to each other?
I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time.
Would you be nice?
To what purpose? It's highly unlikely you'd understand anything I'd say. Suffice
Oh no,
to
I
say,
understand you
I'm
just
certain
fine.
do.
I just think you
When I
sound like a
discharge from this
dick.
pit of testosterone and failure, I'll have all the money I could ever need.
Doing what?
I somehow...
God, I hope... Can I just kill them? Is that an option? Is killing them on the table?
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself...
Yep.
Yeah, what about... Are you sure? I've got enough clout to get them started, but these guys are... You're the boss.
I'm so over it. I don't want to help these guys anymore. The more I talk to them, the more I understand why the NCR is losing the war. But a little bit of experience could go a long way. Oh, do I actually need a gun? Okay, I suppose we can break the rules a little bit here. Do I have to wait until the whole gang's here? Okay, alright. Come on, everyone. Don't drag your feet now. Poindexter, the genius of the group, really struggling to figure out how to use those legs. Maybe comparing him to Ida wasn't exactly on the nose there.
Okay, everybody's lined up and ready to go. Any suggestions?
Shoot.
You heard the man, people. Get focused.
Oh no.
Faster, people, faster! More lead in the air. I'm really not sure how this works. Glad to see you haven't got your... It really, really didn't.
Oh my god. You know, I've never failed that before. I feel good about what happened here today, don't you? Oh goodness, I think they're gonna be so much better off in the war. I think they've learned a very valuable lesson today. We're gonna leave them be. I really don't care enough to put more points into skills just to get past this quest. You know, after seeing that display, I think they're gonna be alright. I think that they are going to really come into their own once the battle starts. And it's all thanks to us, really. We did our job. We taught them just about everything that I think they could learn. Now, we've got hostiles on the radar. Oh, they're bug horners. Big horners! Ah, the alcohol's run dry once again. God, we have to get to a vendor soon. I have so much crap to sell, and I really need a power fist or something that's going to let me get a little bit more oomph in my, my punches. If nothing else, we are coming up almost here. Oh, that's a star bottle cap. Let's get that real quick if I can figure out where it is in third person. There we go. I'm getting better at this. I am getting more familiar with this. I need that. But actually, dead ahead is the vendor I've been wanting to go to since we started the game. Finally, we can get some real punches flying. Now, in theory, it might be better for me to hold off on this, because we could go and maybe even get some better weapons after we make it into the strip. But it might be... You know what? We already bought the upgrade to the Power Fist. I think for the time being, it's going to be in our best interest to commit and pick up a Power Fist to upgrade. I'm pretty sure this vendor we're coming up on should, in theory, have a Power Fist for us. If not, I know of another vendor that will definitely have one. We have to cross a lot of sharecropping fields first. Nothing too crazy. There shouldn't be any hostiles out this way. So I'm not worried about us running into combat. And, well, to tell the truth, even if we did run into combat, we've still got Eddie and Boone right behind us. I think we're sitting pretty right now. So, an Aerotech office park. We don't need anything from there. There's a lot of side content that we're going to run right past. I hope you guys don't mind too terribly. Just because we're not going to be taking forever with this game. It does, knock on wood, quick save before I say this out loud and incur the wrath of Todd Howard. It seems to be running a lot better. I haven't noticed a single drop in the frame rate. Which, again, I want to point out that the reason the game seems to be running, or have been running so bad, was the mods I installed to try to stabilize it. Isn't that something? So if you're going to install any mods for this game, maybe don't. Maybe don't. You might actually be better off just doing literally nothing and leaving the game as it stands. Is that Victor? Is he still running side by side with us? Do we have 3 companions right now? We're not gonna... Oh my god, please. One more drink. And then I'll kick the stuff forever. We just have to get to this little box right ahead of us. This is the vendor we have been trying to get to. The gun runners. Hello.
Sir or madam, do you wish to purchase something?
You bet your shiny metal ass I'm gonna buy you something. A power fist. Yes! Take all of this. I don't want it. I don't need it. It means nothing to me. Oh my god, all of this weight. Get rid of all of it. All the Legion armor we've been collecting hasn't just been for funsies and hasn't just been as a trophy. We're selling it all now. Honestly, does he have any other upgrades for the Power Fist? Power Fist Chrome Tubes. Ooh. Can we get it, though? It's gonna kill me. Actually, no, we're super close, actually. Let's see what I can swing here. Yeah! And now, get ready. Here comes the biggest upgrade so far. We are going to take our new and improved punch-in weapon. We are going to apply the mods we've picked up. Now check this out. We are so fast! We are going to get rid of Boone and Eddie as soon as possible because I want to see this thing in action. Oh, before we head into Freeside and head into the Strip, though, do you remember our good friend Ringo from the beginning of the game? You remember how he said that for the services we rendered, the Crimson Caravan would pay us? It's time to collect. I am so happy that the game seems to be running better now. I was worried that I might have to abandon ship.
Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in Good Springs.
Outstanding. I don't really care about anything else you have going on, so goodbye.
I'll see you around.
While we're in the neighborhood, though, we're going to pick up some extra work.
McLafferty's been riding asses again.
Welcome to the
Hello, McLafferty. Are you riding asses?
Branch. What may I do for you?
I'm looking for money.
No current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I need
this invoice to Dr. Hildern.
Money.
Somewhere inside Camp McCarran. It's been a pleasure.
Sure thing, boss lady. Catch you around. Now, I do want to mark one other location on the map here.
McLafferty's a hard boss, but she knows what she's doing.
We are going to come out this way, and we are going to mark the New Vegas Medical Clinic real quick, just in case. This is, to my knowledge, one of the only places in the game that you can buy perks and special points for yourself. They cost an exorbitant amount of caps, though, so we are not going to, oh. Okay. We're not going to buy anything right now, mostly because I spent every last cap I had on this little number right here. But before we head into New Vegas proper, we do have a bit of extra work that we're going to do. Not work per se, I guess we're going to visit a couple places off the beaten path. These are also hostile Brahmin, so oh, the Power Fist. This is the upgrade. This is the upgrade we have been wanting and needing. You know what? there are a couple things here that I want to visit up north, but I think it would be better for the video, better for the stream, and better for the game if we drop off Boone and Eddie first. They're making us too overpowerful. Like, I can't get close enough to punch anything before these two just delete them from the face of the Mojave. And that's not the most fun, I don't think. So let's head in. Let's see if we can make our way into New Vegas proper. And we'll unlock a new clubhouse to drop our friends off at. Quick little jaunt over here, though. We're going to mark this on the map for later. Bam. And now into Freeside, which will lead to New Vegas. We're also going to get a lot of caps while we're here. If any of you remember the snow globes that we picked up earlier, and another snow globe we're going to pick up now, they're going to really help us out. How are snow globes going to help us? If you are unfamiliar, you will see. Up the stairs. Neat. This is mine now. And back out we go. That's all we're here for. That's all we need, actually. Excuse me, Mrs. Mohawk. Do you have any work for us?
Drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Sure thing, lady.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
So we're going to go see the Garretts anyways. They may have work
Just come see me when
for
you've got
us.
some supplies to turn in. What do you want to talk about? More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide. There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
I can do that.
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
I don't know about kicking, but I can punch.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Leave it to me, lady. I'm on it.
What do you want to talk about?
Leaving. Goodbye. That vacant stare doesn't help me much. Thank you. So we are going to be on our way. And if we find ourselves in a position to help out those people that Julie's asking us to, we most certainly will. We do have some other friends to make here in Freeside. But first things first, I want to see if we can make it into New Vegas. Now, there are a few different ways that you can get in. You either get a passport, you pay or not pay, you just have to show that you have 2,000 caps on hand. Or, since my intelligence is high enough, we may be able to do another workaround here. I will quick save in case things don't work out like I think they will. Howdy.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Oh boy. You know, this might not work.
Please return when you have sufficient cash or passport.
But that's okay. That is A-okay.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Sure thing, champ. You're a little late on the draw there. I may have already done that. Now, we have, maybe some limited options, but not too limited. It's no problem, because it turns out there are a lot of people here in Freeside in need of, a charming, fisticuff-ready gentleman, maybe even a foxing champion, if you will, to take care of some of their problems. So let's go and meet the neighbors.
Another NCR grunt.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Work.
Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need. They would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
Great. Sounds like we have a deal.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol. We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good.
I know a robot named Victor. I think he keeps flirting with me.
Well, those creeps want a sex bot.
Hey!
If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one.
Sounds like we can knock out 2 of those problems with one robot. I'll go call Victor. I will have him here. I'm pretty sure he's following me anyways. Listen, I will pay you to take Victor. Get him away from me.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Alright. Goodbye. Never speak to me again. You!
Hey.
Do you have work for me?
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage. If you bring all their debts back, we'll give you a cut of each.
I could pass a speech check or a barter check, I think, and get more money. I don't think I have the skill for it. Holy moly, yes I do.
Alright, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you.
Yeah. Listen, if you think there's anyone in this wasteland that I can't punch into tomato sauce, you are gravely mistaken.
Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits. Their names are Grex, Santiago, and Lady Jane.
Sounds like a plan.
Anything else you need?
Nope. Goodbye.
Yep.
Now, normally the easiest way that I know of to pass the credit check and get into New Vegas is to play blackjack with a high enough luck stat. If you do that, you are golden. However, we don't have the luck stat.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler.
Sure am.
How many chips?
So, real quick, I'm going to take all of the Legion and NCR money I've looted, and I'm going to trade them in for poker chips. I'm not actually going to play, though. I'm going to turn them in and get paid out in caps.
Caps? Later.
So that is a little bit more for the funds. Now again, I do understand maybe it would have been in our best interest for me to hold off on buying the Power Fist, but I didn't really want to. And now this kind of adds a bit more flavor to the game. We have some authentic money farming to do before we get into New Vegas proper. We'll come back here later. Actually, you know what? No, we won't.
Welcome to the Silver. I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling.
Sure thing, champ.
It should only take a moment. There. I've stored all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
Now, for anyone unfamiliar here, we are going to do what we in the industry call just a little bit of trolling.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning.
She got so serious she cut herself off.
Okay, everyone. Show's over.
But, with that out of the way, we have work to do. May I interest you in perhaps some tricks of the trade? Oh, geez. I didn't mean to do that. But it's okay. It's okay. You come with me. And now, we're gonna do that a few more times. And then we are going to take all of their stuff and sell it somewhere else for some easy money. Pay no mind to whatever the hell that was. I don't know either. I don't ask questions anymore. I've played this game enough. I know that it's just, it happens. Now, this isn't maybe the most interesting thing to see, but it's going to earn us caps faster than just about anything else that I could do in Freeside. Fortunately, they don't care that I'm just openly taking everything they have into the bathroom. They don't have one of those signs that says not to do that, so, they can't tell me not to. Everyone knows if there's no sign, there's no rule. Oh, golly. Yep, just don't even worry about it. Yep. Yeah, just gonna put that over there. And, oh, one of those. Maybe this guy. Maybe that one. And, oh, definitely some of these. Yep, gotta get that guy. There we go. You don't mind, right? You don't mind that this is happening? This isn't bothering you, right? Alright, we're good. She doesn't care. Oh, jeez. You know, this should be enough. This should hopefully be enough. So the only thing is, I don't think we can sell it back to them, because these are their stolen goods, and even that was kind of, you know, taken into account when it came to the game. But if we take these to another establishment, they're not stolen goods there, so there's no problem. All in all, really, just a oh boy, yep, just a neat little fun trick. Watch this one video to learn how to make caps fast. The Van Graffs hate this one simple trick. But I believe that is good. And now we're going to shut this door, and we're going to come... Boone! Please, respect my privacy. What do you think? One more for the road? Yeah, we forgot about this guy. We're gonna take one more. I should also maybe read a barter magazine to get better prices for selling these. But with that, I believe we have just about everything we need. And now, we are gonna do maybe some work for the Vanguard. Oh my goodness, those are expensive laser rifles. Do we have a stealth boy on hand? Oh my god, we have a stealth boy. Why didn't I think of that sooner? That'll save us a lot of time. Hell, we could go steal from other people while we're at it. This is a lot of ammo. We're not going to be using it. Mind you, we are sticking to the unarmed run. But if we decided not to, we wouldn't need to. Now, I think that's just about everything, isn't it? Maybe over here? There you go. Just stop perceiving me. I do not exist in any capacity that should concern you. I'm just a silly fella. Just a fox type of guy. Now, we see ourselves out. Unless...
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you?
Do you have any work for me?
It just so happens a position opened up recently. We currently need another body to guard the entrance outside. Think you can handle that?
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. I already have a man outside who can show you the ropes and get you set up. His name is Simon. He's been with the family for years, so listen to what he says and follow his instructions.
Sure thing, boss lady. Leave it to me.
Welcome to the Silv... Aw, crap. Don't tell me you're my new guard.
Sure thing, champ.
Well, no time for pleasantries. I've got your gear right here, but let's see if you can follow instructions. You'll be covering the other side of the door there. Take your position while I get your stuff out. Good. Look around and get a feel for where customers and risks can enter and exit the area. I'll get your gear ready.
Is Eddie a customer? I want to let Eddie in.
Okay, now let's get you geared up. First, your armor. Standard issue is your run-of-the-mill combat armor, with a nice dark coat of paint for both brand recognition and sheer intimidation value.
Is that what you're going for?
Guards are required to use rifles. Anything lighter compromises your combat effectiveness. Anything heavier and people are too scared to come in the door. What's your preference, laser or plasma?
I'll do some plasma.
Nothing wrong with going plasma. Just make sure you hit what you're aiming at. Now that you're equipped, a quick word on the job at hand. In a nutshell, we're here to keep the riffraff away. Drunks, punks, and capless vermin are to be turned away. Potential customers are to be permitted normal entrance. That is, after we pat them down for weapons. An unarmed man is a lot less likely to try to steal something with several armed guards around.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
I don't care if some...
Are you sure about that?
We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here. Lastly, don't abandon your post. We're getting paid to stand next to this door, not talk to someone down the street or head to the casino. That goes double for any thoughts of splitting with that gear. Every now and then, some young punk thinks he can run off with Van Graff property. Trust me, the rifle and armor are nice, but they're not worth your life. Other than that, relax. There's usually some eye candy coming and going from the Wrangler over there at some point, so the view's not too bad.
Sure thing, buddy. I am here to be an effective and competent and capable worker.
You got some hours left before your shift ends.
Sure thing, boss man. I will guard this building with my life.
Here comes a winner. I'll let you handle this one.
Not to worry, just in time. I've just reappeared, actually. I'll throw a quick little quick save down here, just in case things get out of hand, as it were.
Hi there. Is this where I can pick up a laser gun?
I don't think we have those.
Sounds like a stupid policy to me.
Good. Stick to the rules.
What was that scream of the damned I just heard?
You're on.
Sounds like business is picking up somewhere in Freeside. Not here, at least. Boone's here for extra help. The customers are just too scared to talk to Boone. It's fine. They don't understand he's a teddy bear deep down.
Hi. I was, in the area and thought I'd stop by to look at your weapons. Can I go in? Fine by me.
He's clean. See? Not so hard, is it?
I don't know. This is getting a little too complicated for me. That guy? I don't know about that guy.
Howdy. I just done broke the bank over at the Wrangler there and thought I might peruse your fine wares. Maybe lighten my purse a little?
Sir, do you know that your mouth is green? Should you go get that checked out?
Now hold on here. I'm not packing any heat. Ain't my word good enough for you? If that's the case, then I guess I'll go spend my money elsewhere.
Wow. You're a real people person, aren't you?
I followed the rules, man.
Looks like that guy's headed this way. Don't screw it up.
Fine. You know what? This guy, I'm just gonna let in no matter what. I wanted to be a good boy and play by the rules, but if that's how things are gonna go, I will just let this man in no matter what. This is because of you. He looks like a trustworthy fella. He's wearing a merchant outfit. He's probably got caps, I think. We should let him in. I also think those were grenades on his belt, but, you know what?
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver. Mind if I head in?
You go right on in, champ.
Thanks. I've come a long way.
We're supposed to pat everyone down. Didn't you hear that part of my instructions?
You yelled at me. Maybe you should have been a little nicer. That's all I'm saying. If you had just watched your tone, we wouldn't be here right now. I'm over encumbered anyway. We'll get there. Oh, golly. That guy wasn't even done ragdolling yet by the time we came in. Boy, I sure hope nobody's gonna take and sell all this stuff. Oh my god, how the hell is she alive? Oh, she isn't. Get down from there. Thank you.
They're all dead. Guy must have had some kind of explosive on him. Set off all the ordnance in this place at once. Congratulations, rookie. You just cost me my job. Don't think I don't appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now, I can't use my power fist because he hasn't given it back to me yet. So, for the sake of convenience, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it back. Oh, actually, I have it now. Boone, my sweet potato, you are a delight. You don't say anything, you explode heads when you need to. What more could I ask from you? You know, we're gonna be a little bit heavy getting to sell all this stuff. This may be the low point of the stream today, believe it or not. All the crashes earlier, those are gonna be maybe the more eventful things that happen, because now I have to very, very slowly walk across town to the other merchant and offload everything we stole from the Van Graffs. Also, get this armor off of me. This sucks. There we go. That's more like it. Don't worry, lady. I'm a professional.
Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you
Nope.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the...
Well, it's a nice night for an evening, at least. So, how about that weather, huh?
It can be found at Mick and
We're getting there.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Only at Mick and Ralph's.
How are you today?
I'm heading to Mick and Ralph's, kiddo. Don't even worry about me. I'm gonna buy illegal stuff from Mick and Ralph's. I'm gonna sell them illegal stuff. I'm going to maybe commit multiple crimes at Mick and Ralph's. Do you see this power fist? I'm gonna do whatever at Mick and Ralph's I damn well please. Just as soon as I get there. Well, at least the kids are having fun. Boone, do you maybe want to take some of the stuff I've got? Maybe we could get there a little faster. I don't mean to like call you out. I don't want to put you out or anything. Eddie, do you think you could maybe carry one of the 50 laser rifles I stole? No? That's all right. We're just going to keep funk walking our way across town here. We're almost there. The moon looks nice, at least. The town is alive with the sounds of amusement. This sketchy-looking motherfucker is trying to talk to me. We're here. Thank God. Now, we're not talking to him. He doesn't have what we need. This guy has what we need. Don't walk away from me.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph.
Maybe not guns, per se.
Why? Do you work for one of the casinos? In that case, yes I do.
Show me your special stock, my good man.
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
You got that right, bucko. You only have 60 caps, I beg your fucking pardon? 60 caps, what are you going to buy from me with 60 caps? Why are you wasting my time? You know what? These things, they can't be helped. We could head... It's a little bit of a longer walk. We could head back to the gun runners. Damn it. But this guy right here, let's see if we can sell enough stuff to get that. Almost. Almost. Oh, this is much more agreeable. Okay. We're still over encumbered, but not by much. I can work with this. We're gonna have to eat some stuff. We are gonna have to eat more stuff. Drink some drinks. I'm pretty sure we're already addicted to alcohol. It can't be helped. Yes, now to the gun runners ahoy. Tell me it didn't. Tell me it didn't. Come on. Tell me it didn't do what I think it just did. you know, sometimes these things happen. Now, fortunately, we did quick save. So that is not going to be a problem on the agenda. We're still good. Let's see. Still be streaming for about another half hour here, so we can get done what we need to get done, and I do believe we will make it into New Vegas proper on the Strip tonight. Here we are in scenic Mick and Ralph's. But I almost forgot, we picked up a nice new unarmed weapon. We already have a great one. So our priority should be getting some more caps. So we're going to take a little extra walk here out to the gun runners. Now, if you remember, these guys have a lot of caps on hand, and we need that. We need 2,000 caps just to be allowed entrance to the Strip. We're almost there. I swear to you, we are almost there. We have to make it around that corner of the fence, and we are at the gun runners. Again, Boone, Eddie, don't put yourself out. I don't want to trouble you. We're almost there. Once again, I think it's worth thanking everyone here for your patience. Sometimes this maybe isn't the most eventful game to watch, but everything we're doing here, all of the stuff we stole from the Van Graffs, all of the armed guards at the Van Graffs we blew up to steal their stuff, it's for a reason. Everything we are doing with intent.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
No, do you?
I am ready to process our transaction.
Beautiful. You don't have enough caps. So, I may also be picking up some extra stuff. Do you have anything else for a power fist? Oh, goodness gracious, yes you do. I'll take it. And you're gonna take this crap. 1094. That's about right. Let's pick up. You know what? Actually, no, we cannot afford the two-step goodbye. I want to. This is an explosive power fist. We cannot afford it right now. Let's just pick up some ammo. You know, you never know when needs must. I'll give you, how about some weapons? You like weapons? Do you buy those? Do you believe in weapons? Fuck it, good enough. Thank you, goodbye. Oh, no, no, no. What is our weight looking like right now? Still too damn high! Oof. Alright. You know what? It's okay. It is okay. We just have to walk. First things first. Another upgrade. Another Mega Man power-up for our Power Fist. We now have 3 mods on our Power Fist. And this thing is going to delete anything that I punch. But we have to go back to Mick and Ralph's. I'm so sorry. I thought I would be able to sell everything off at the gun runners. And I may have overestimated the number of caps they would have on hand. That is my fault. I will own that. But after this, we will no longer be encumbered. And we do now have enough caps to make it onto the Strip. So no other detours. We are heading right to New Vegas. Right after this. It's moments like this that really let you reflect on what you're doing. Really drink in the atmosphere in total silence. Don't go upstairs. Don't go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You come back here. I'm not done with you yet.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph.
Yep. Special inventory.
Why?
Nope. Take me to the good shit.
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
I agree. Please take my things. I don't want them anymore. I will take this, though. Van Graff combat armor. Normal combat armor. Take some of that. Some of these. Some of those. That one. This guy. Those. All of these. Definitely all of those. All of those. Yep. Even more of these. You can't have that. I'm sorry. That one is just for me. But these guys, absolutely. And definitely the Van Graff plasma rifle. They are all dead. Do not worry. They will not be looking for it. I believe that is just about everything. Thank you for your business, my good man. And now, oh, we are flying.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick.
Already taken care of, buddy.
I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk.
Son of a bitch. My speech. My talking.
Stop. Playing debt collector for the...
Would you,
We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler.
Already been. Yep, I know. What about this?
Are you some kind of machine fetishist or something? Well, the only place I know of locally would be Cerulean Robotics.
We have to talk to him about this for a reason. This isn't just for funsies.
Check the place out, you can find it on the west side of Freeside. The entrance is on the back side of the building. Just watch out for thugs. The rats aren't the only vermin you need to worry about.
Oh boy.
I don't know of any, but if you give me a few days and some caps, I think I could probably make one on my terminal.
I don't...
Just stop.
Actually, I have a magazine for this. Observe. Mentats. And... Salesman Weekly. And... Sheriff's Duster.
Pimpin' ain't easy, huh?
Brother, you have no idea. Yep. But how about you give me the best deal? That's the same deal as before. I wasted drugs for nothing. Fine, whatever.
All right. Come back in a couple days, and I should have it ready for you.
Thanks, boss. Goodbye. To New Vegas a-ho. So, nothing too crazy from this point forward. We have to show the robot at the gate that we do in fact have 2,000 caps, and he will let us onto the strip. We drop Boone and Eddie off at the clubhouse, and we are left to our own devices. Go, kiddo, go.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
We're moving so fast now. I love this. You really have an appreciation for the normal default running speed after you've been walking around over encumbered for so long. It feels like you're moving like the Flash. Them's the breaks. We sold about everything we needed to, I think. And we picked up one of the unique power fists, which I do want to show you guys this real quick. We won't be using it because the power fist we have is better. I think. 84 as opposed to 67. It is going to hit faster, at least. This is the Embrace of the Mantis King. That is a giant, mutated praying mantis power fist. So, we'll take a look first person here. Oh. Sorry, buddy. If nothing else, we're going to keep the Mantis Fist just in case. Yeah, I got the money.
Thank you, sir.
Get out of my way. Now, behold, New Vegas.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Victor, would you be interested in working as a sex bot?
Sorry, Rambler. I know you're fixing to serve up some vengeance, but I'm gonna have to point you to the Lucky 38 first. Mr. House, the head honcho of New Vegas, is itching to make your acquaintance. He'll help you serve that cold dish of yours extra chili.
Okay.
Yeah, partner. That's the spirit. He'll be waiting for you.
So, like I've mentioned before... Oh, buddy.
Going to have words with your commanding officer after this.
We have a few different factions we can side with for the end game. And right here is one of our choices. Mr. House. So I want to make a big boy save here, just in case. But let's go in and make some new friends.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
It happens.
Come back soon now.
That's the plan, at least. I'm just going inside. Unless there's another exit. Here we are. The dimmest casino, quite possibly, in the game.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Howdy. Here he is, the big boss man himself.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Yeah, it's a little different from the rest of the wasteland, if I'm being honest.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion.
Now,
when you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
I can't help myself.
Is that an attempt at humor? I've always taken business negotiations very seriously. I advise you to do the same.
Funny.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss? Until then.
Now, as I'm sure some of you may remember, I said at the start of the original stream, due to Matthew Perry's recent passing, I don't have it in me to kill Benny this time around. So we're not gonna do that. What we're going to do instead will put us at odds with some of the powers in New Vegas, but what we're gonna do is we are going to keep Benny alive no matter what.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Hold that thought, lady. I'll be right back with you.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the high roller suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together.
Neat.
Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
So guess where Boone and Eddie are going to stay forever? Actually, Boone might get to see one more outing before we lock him away in the basement. But if you looky here, we got us another snow globe. And now we're going to go back and talk to that lady robot again. Because you're not going to believe who loves snow globes.
Well, hello, sugar. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Is that so?
You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
We get 2,000 caps apiece for every snow globe we bring in. And, thankfully, I've got most of the snow globe locations memorized.
Where to, partner?
Let's check out the clubhouse real quick. Dark as hell. Awesome. But we can buy stuff. We are going to buy everything. We are going to fully upgrade our new apartment. Still didn't fix the lighting situation, but look at all this stuff we have now. We got a fully furnished house. We can't see in it, but it's furnished. So now any companions we come across, we're going to send here. And all of the snow globes we find are also going to show up here.
Where to, partner?
Down to the casino. I think we're done here.
Casino floor.
Time to send Eddie and Boone in.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Thanks, buddy. I'll get right on that.
I've got your back.
Now. Eck. To the Lucky 38 you go. And you.
What is it? If that's what you think. I'll make my way there.
And we are once again flying solo. Now, I feel a little bit better about going around, maybe taking care of some business. But first and foremost, we should go see Benny.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl
We will make another big save here, just in case.
Hey, fellow, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Sure thing.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
Stop talking to me.
Have a good time, baby.
You, however, you talk to me.
Hey there, pal. Welcome to the Tops. And what can I do for you today? Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead of yapping at me? Huh? What are you talking about? That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like that? Got anything else to offer? Yeah? What else you got? Huh. Well, yeah, okay, these are Benny's brand, and they ain't too common. You got anything else?
Sure do.
Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right. Still, not exactly a ton of proof. Got anything else, kid?
No.
Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Can't believe Benny's a no-good stinking punk, trying to play house like that. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his suite. You go search the place. Here's the key, it's on the 13th floor. It's a room with the double doors. Can't miss it. Maybe you'll find something we can show to Mr. House and get him arrested. Groovy, here's your stuff back. In case you run into company, you dig. I'll tell the boys to give you a pass to pack some heat. Go on then. Elevators to pass the slot machines on your left.
Now, the way we're gonna do this, we can't let Benny see us. So, I'm really regretting not putting more points into sneak. But, if that ends up being a problem, then we'll deal with it. I don't think we need to be too sneaky, though. Benny is right over there. You can almost just make out the checkered suit he's got on. We're not going to worry too much about him, because we have to go meet our last power player in New Vegas. I also want that magazine. I'm going to take that. Meet our last major faction in consideration to be friends with.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today? He was around here not too long ago. He's probably down on the casino floor now. You can wait for him here if you like. I'm incapable of asking you to leave. Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. It's what Benny always called me, probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
That might be everything we need right now.
Oh, he wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Betty tells me. Easy peasy.
You're telling me a lot of stuff you probably shouldn't be telling me, sport.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Oh, no, no, no. That is perfectly fine. 'Cause what if I wanted to take over the city?
then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
Leave it to me, boss.
Hope to see you soon.
Now, we have to deal with Benny. And since we're not killing him, we'll have to deal with Benny a different way. That's spooked me. I thought that was Benny. That isn't, right? Okay, no, that's not a checkered suit. That's just a gray suit. It's so dark in all of these buildings. I know it's amazing that they have power at all in the post-apocalypse. But come on. Maybe turn some of those lights. Maybe turn them more to a more helpful area.
You're back. Find anything? He's what? Ah, jeez. Jeez, this is really bad. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's ballsy. Good luck with that.
Yep, that's, you know...
Little birdies tell me you've been to visit the Lucky 30...
Alright, I guess that's all you're gonna do for me. Time to go talk to Benny. Benny... Ring-a-ding-ding, baby!
Keep those hands where I can see them.
Would you mind letting me have... Can I have that? You don't care that I'm right here? You remember me? Shot me in the head like a day ago? Remember me?
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello? The guy everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you? Oh, shit. Baby, this is not the place to go talking about that. What say you and me cash out? Go somewheres more private-like. Any questions you got, I'll answer. You want a reason? How about 4? They're called bodyguards, and every one of them is packing. Me too, so baby makes 5. Add to that, every chairman in this joint is armed, and not with some holdout pea shooter like maybe you smuggled through security. Anyhow, baby, you didn't come here for vengeance. You came to get clued in. Like I said, we should be talking somewheres private. To start, I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle. I'll hang out down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed.
You seem like a very trustworthy story. Excuse me. I read the word story and got it myself mixed up. So here's the thing. If I go ahead and leave Benny right down here by the front door, do you think he's gonna come up and talk to me? I take him at his word. I trust him.
Why would I do that, baby? I want to talk to you as much as you want to talk to me.
Absolutely.
This is just first base, right? You and me have a future together, and it's big league and open all night. Here's the key to the Prez. I'll see you there in 2 shakes. Ta-ta. I comped you the Prez so we can talk there.
Yeah, sure thing.
Moves around the boss, got it?
You wouldn't lie to me, would you? Would you? Yeah, you wouldn't lie to me. Alright, let's go to the presidential suite. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. Whoops. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Maybe some repair. Maybe some medicine. Couple extra points in unarmed for good measure. For luck. I'm thinking let's take Stonewall. We're going to be doing a lot of melee combat. I think this may be in our best interest. And we got a new book that raises our unarmed even more. How about that? Let's see if there's anything else up here that we need from our good, reliable, very trustworthy friend Benny. He would never, ever betray us. I know him. There should be a few magazines lying around. At the very least, I want to grab those before we go on our merry way. Did we not leave the magazines around? There we go. There's one. Well, shoot. Maybe only one magazine. Some bottle caps. Always good. Never gonna turn those down. An apple. A fresh apple in the apocalypse. That's yeah. Another magazine. Gorgeous. I think we are just about done here. Oh, but we should probably, just in case there's anything we need to hear before we leave. My lockpick isn't going to be high enough for that. Oh well, no big deal.
Baby, this little meet and greet of ours, chalk me up as a no-show.
Benny!
41 flavors of stupid to let you get a drop on me. And you've caused plenty enough trouble as is. You forced my hand. Hell, I gotta skip town because of you. A real pain in the caboose. Nowheresville, that's where. Sorry about the double cross. Or are we up to quadruple? But if someone's gonna die, it's you.
It is time. It is time to see how our new and improved Power Fist does in some combat.
All this is just work ethic run wild? That's your line? I don't know. Can you get it through your thick skull to leave me and the chip alone? If bullets can't get through, what hope is there?
I have to.
Color me unconvinced. The safe bet is to cash you out. A lifelong learner is you, eh? Then make your questions count, because your lifelong is running life short.
Sure thing.
It's the house edge, baby. The key to stacking the odds in his favor. Or was, until I swiped it. There's more to it, but we don't have the time. By which I mean, you don't. Engel? I'm head on, baby. Flat out. All stops pulled, full steam ahead. Side bets are for losers. I'm playing to win.
I get you. You know...
Baby, getting outplayed and getting cheated ain't the same thing. I get it. You're sore. A Crumb's life is painful, full of disappointments. That temper of yours. Kind of why this conversation's taking place over an intercom. Do me a favor and stay dead this time, eh? Good night, all. It's been a gas. Over here! Come on!
And that is why we picked up the Power Fist, baby! Oh! Love it! That is actually some good timing, too. Because it looks like we are past our time for a stream for today. Thank you so much, everyone, again, for showing up. I will be here, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. If you would like to see us do our best to rescue Benny from whatever situation he may end up in now that he's decided to... why he lied to us. I would have never expected that from him. But I'm going to go ahead and close things out here. It looks like we're running a lot better too, so I will still be putting up that poll on what game we're going to be playing next after New Vegas, but for the time being, it seems that we can stay the course with this. But with that, thank you very much, everyone. You have a great night, and I will hopefully See you tomorrow.